the Franklin half-dollar series, 1948 through 1963. Within that pocket of time, there were 14 proofs altogether. Those proofs came right out of proof sets in those poly packs. That is why high grades don't just exist nowadays. So you're looking at the last 3 years of issue, the end of an era for the Franklin half-dollar series. 1963 was the last year of issue for the Franklin half-dollar, replaced by the Kennedy in '64. And tonight we have high grade 68s at just $69.95 each. Our competition for these three coins, they're $129.95 each. So you're saving $60 each tonight with us at AVC. Now it is your choice, so if you want to just grab one of those vintage high-grade Franklins, grab any date you'd like. Last year of issue, 1963, $69.95. But if you've been collecting and you need one of the other dates, that's why we bring out the your choice. Now these are 90% silver Philadelphia proofs. They came out of those polypack proof sets, as I referenced. No mint mark at the top. High grade 68. Let me give you the numbers on that. 3 million coins made in 1961, 3.2 million made in 1962, again over 3 million made in 1963. Those are the mintage figures. That's where we start. They came out of these sets right here. So you'll see that poly pack, that's what I'm talking about. Those coins slid around inside that plastic over time. You're talking about 1963 to nowadays. Sometimes we see them in these. These are repackaged sets. People took them out of the sets and put them in these plastic hard case lenses. Now, fast forward, starting in the 1980s, NGC starts grading, the mid to late 80s. And over that period of time, up until today, out of those 3 million, 3.2 million, and 3 million again, proof sets made, you're looking at 8,311 1961s known to exist in 8 or better. 1962, 7,700. And 1963, just over 10,068 or greater. Now that is why these are special. The populations are just so tiny. You're looking at fractions of a percent on each one of these dates. Even in 67 grade, if you look at 1961, in a 67 grade, you're going to find there are 32,640. 8,300 are 68 grade or better. That's more than 24,000 coin difference between a 67 grade and a 68. And it's the same story for the 1962 and 1963. More than 21,000 difference on the 62 and more than 22,000 coins different on the 1963. So again, those 68s that came out of this proof set right here is why. The proof set packaging, it was the way they were packaged. Now most of these high grades come out of unopened sets that definitely don't come out of repackaged sets because they've been opened and handled. So most of the high grade 68s come out of the unopened proof sets, and they were stored properly, and that is why at this point we don't see a tremendous number of population figures for any of these dates. Now our competition, they have these coins in capsules, ungraded, just a proof in a capsule or a flip. They want $84.95 on that 1961 and $68.50 each on the 1962 and 1963. Ours are high grade 68, $69.95 each. Now it is a your choice, meaning grab any one you'd like. You don't have to buy all three to get that low price, but if you do grab all three, $69.95 each. Your choice also means if you want to grab a handful of 1963s or any other way you slice or dice it, it is your opportunity to choose whichever way you'd like. 90% silver, folks, the end of an era. They pulled silver in '64. It was copper clad going forward. These are the last of the Philadelphia proofs as well. San Francisco brought back silver in 1992. So Philadelphia ended with their silver proofs with the Kennedy in 1964. But of course, this is the last of a large half dollars and 90% silver from Philadelphia. It was the last 90% silver to circulate in a large size because the piece dollar ended in 35. Now the other reason why we don't see high grades is, don't forget the silver rise in the 80s. The early 80s, silver went through the roof to $50 an ounce, and people melted these. They melted uncirculated coins, they melted culls, they even melted the proofs because they were about $20 a coin. So if you got a coin at 50 cents, or was in a proof set, you could get $20 just for that one coin. So this is before grading. So people melted a lot of these in the early 80s. And then NGC starts up in the mid to late 80s, and they start grading coins. So between the fact that in the early 80s, many were melted, and the way they were stored, so whatever was left that ended up going through grading from the 80s till today, that's why we see a fraction of a percent in each one of these. 8,300 coins known to exist in 68 or better for 1961. By the way, there are no 70s on any of these. And in 68 grade for 1962, just over 7,700. Under 10,000 for both of those dates, and just over 10,000 on the 1963. Again, tens of thousands less than the grade just below it of 67. And tonight they're $69.95 each, saving $60 each off our competition. They're at $129.95 per coin in the same grade, the same dates, the same holder, the same label. It's just tonight with here with us at ABC, you're saving $60 a coin. Hard to find, mostly due in part to that melting in the 80s and the repackaging and the original packaging of the coins in the proof sets, sliding around in those poly packs. Folks, a lot of people buying all three dates. I'm going to just mention the website really quick. If you are calling us and you're on hold or you're waiting or getting the busy signal, feel free to open up that web browser and type in the address avccoins.com. That'll bring you to our website. You just have to enter any one of those item numbers in the search bar and hit add to cart and enter the quantity you'd like. If you want all three, just make sure you go one by one, add them in the cart, and process at checkout. Save $60 a coin for our competition. That's what they're selling for out in the marketplace in 68 grade. No 70s exist. Very, very few 69s are out there in the world, and they are very, very pricey. What an opportunity, folks. Under $70 for a coin that it's a fraction of the percentage of the mintage in this grade. 1 minute clock, though, please. A lot of these going out in a trio. 61, 2, and 3. A great idea, but getting the end of the era for the Franklin proofs. Started in 48, ended in 63. But proofs started in 1950. They were only in the box proof sets and then those poly packs starting in 1955. And it's easy to just look at the original packaging and just understand that there's no way that a high grade can come out of the way these are stored and originally packaged. It's not the U.S. Mint's fault. They didn't know. That's an opportunity for us to get in and buy these beauties. They look like they were made within the last year. 90% silver once again. The end of the silver era. It ended in 64, copper clad going forward. But tonight, high grade 68s. Again, no 70s, very few 69s, and the ones you find in 69 are very pricey. Grab your 68s tonight, $69.95 each. Join us, folks. Don't miss out.